Okay, so example 7, barley has a density of 38.4 pounds per cubic foot. So what that's saying is that 38.4 pounds of barley is the same as 1 cubic foot of barley. 1 cubic foot of barley is also the same as 38.4 pounds. So to see this density here, you can kind of think of it as kind of like a unit multiplier idea. 38.4 pounds of barley is equal to 1 cubic foot of barley. We're talking about barley, that's the equality that we can work with. 1 bushel of barley weighs 48 pounds. How many bushels of barley are contained in 3.25 cubic yards? So, a lot of stuff going on here. So first off, 1 bushel weighs 48 pounds, so 1 bushel equals 48 pounds. Again, we're still talking about barley here. I've never farmed barley before in my life, and I didn't know what a bushel of barley was, but they've given me specific numbers here in the problem, so even though I have no experience in this field, I have the capacity using the numbers they gave me to figure out the answer to the question. Now, the first thing I'm going to notice here, hopefully you guys notice it also, is this says cubic feet and this says cubic yards. So if I want to figure out bushels, if I start at cubic feet, I can change to pounds. If I know pounds, I can change to bushels. I'm looking for bushels, right? So the only thing I need to know is how many cubic feet do we have. They don't tell me how many cubic feet I have, but they tell me how many cubic yards I have. Now, recall from yesterday that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. All right. So if I'm going to start with 3.25 cubic yards, 3.25 yards cubed, and I multiply by 1 yard on the bottom, 3 feet on top. Recall how we dealt with this yesterday. This is cubic yards, this is not cubic yards. I need it to be cubic yards, so I need to cube that multiplier, which in turn cubes everything in that multiplier. So, if I want this to be cubic yards, I need this 1 to be cubed, I need this 3 to be cubed, I need this feet to be cubed. Again, if you have a specific fact, the black fact here, 1 yard equals 3 feet to create a unit multiplier here, if you square everything, it's legal. If you cube everything, it's legal. You can do anything you want to in that manner as long as everything gets that power. As I told you yesterday, 1 to a power doesn't do anything. We're dividing by 1, we're multiplying by 1. So if I see a 1 in my stuff here, I'm just going to scribble that out, pretend it's not even there. Cubic yards on top, cubic yards on bottom cancel. And I'm left with 3 cubed, which is 27, and feet cubed, which is feet cubed. So now, I'm currently living in the foot cubed world, and I know foot cubed can be changed to pounds, and pounds can be changed to bushels. Anytime I know something equals something, I can change from one to the other. So, I'm going to now use this fact, because I got my unit of cubic feet in my problem. I'm going to use that fact to change to pounds, and currently, cubic feet resides in the numerator, so I need cubic feet to reside in the denominator. I'm going to put pounds in the numerator, and 38.4 pounds goes with 1 cubic foot. The cubic foot on top and the cubic foot on bottom cancel. And now I'm in pounds. And finally, 1 bushel equals 48 pounds. I want to change from pounds to bushels. That will do it for me. Pounds currently lives in the numerator, so pounds in the denominator. And bushels would go in the numerator. And 1 bushel is equal to 48 pounds. Pound on top, pound on bottom cancel. So you put the units where they belong, put the numbers with the correct unit in the multiplier that you're doing, the fraction that you're creating, and it positions numbers that aren't 1 somewhere, either top or bottom of this expression. Once you get everything set up, then it's just a matter of typing all this in your calculator. Again, be careful, this does say 3 cubed, not 3. So when I'm typing this out, I'm going to do 3.25 on top being multiplied by 3 cubed. 3 cubed equals 27. So 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. You can do times 3 times 3 times 3. You can do times 3, x to the y power 3. I prefer to just get a number there. So I might figure out what that is. If you didn't know 3 cubed is 27, get a calculator, punch it in, whatever, as far as your calculation abilities are concerned. But 3 cubed is 27. I'd rather write 27 than 3 cubed. It's much easier to calculate a number than it is to calculate a power. Times 38.4. Notice everything there is on top, so everything's being multiplied. And then 48 all of a sudden is on the bottom, so I'm going to do divided by 48. Every top number is a multiplier, every bottom number is a divider. And once we get all the numbers that aren't 1, not 1, not 1, not 1, and not 1, all the numbers not 1 involved in this expression, then we just grab our calculator, punch all the numbers in, and let the calculator work it out for us. So 3.25 times 27 times 38.4 divided by 48 equals. Notice I get the whole thing there, this times this times this divided by that equals. Just punch the whole thing in. Comes out to 70.2. Notice the given measure of barley that we have is 3.25, which has 3 sig figs in it. We got 3 sig figs in our answer, so that means we're good to go there. And it's going to be 70.2 bushels. The 7 and 2 are both not 0, so they're significant. 0 is between 2 significant, so 0 is significant there. So all 3 numbers are significant. Again, if you need 0 to be significant, it's not currently in a significant position, just put a bar over top of it. And again, as long as it's between 2 significant digits, it is significant on its own.